stand before you today with a heavy heart and a profound gratitude for the community that is gathered here today to celebrate Trooper Jacques Rougeau's life. To every member of the Pennsylvania State Police, and to the women and men of law enforcement from across our Commonwealth and our country who gather with us today, I want you to know that we thank you and that we stand with you. I also want you to know that we honor your service. Today, led by Colonel Paris, your fellow Pennsylvanians join you in mourning. To Jay's mother, Angela, stepfather, Carlo, to his siblings, Christina and Justin, to his grandparents, Emily and Papa Chip, and especially to his wife, Chloe. My wife, Lori, our First Lady, and I extend to all of you our most heartfelt prayers. I'm privileged to be in your presence today and humbled that you asked me to honor the memory of your son and your husband as we remember Trooper Rougeau and celebrate his meaningful life. We also recognize you, and we salute you for the sacrifice you made for our collective safety. The killing of Trooper Rougeau has touched us all, and the tears and prayers stretch from this community here in northwestern Pennsylvania all across our vast Commonwealth. I received wishes and prayers for Jay from Pennsylvanians from all walks of life, from the construction workers on I-95 to our children sitting around our family dinner table. I'm keenly aware that no words spoken, no tribute offered can convey the depth of loss that you feel right now. Yet, it is my hope through all of our words and through all of our prayers that you will appreciate the hero that your son was, the hero that your husband was, that your brother and your friend was, and to know that he lived a life of purpose. A dedicated trooper and public servant, Jay Rougeau was a warm, positive presence in every room. His smile and his love for life were obvious to everyone who met him, whether he was cheering on Penn State football or playing with their boxers, Winner, Winnie, and Charlie. Jay loved basketball too, playing pickup games at the Corey Y. I wish I could have gotten a chance to play with him. But I'm told that his love of basketball was not just playing the game, but also mentoring local kids during youth basketball games. In every part of his life, Jay wanted to give back and serve others. That's why even before he graduated college, Jay applied for a summer internship with the Corey Police Department. He always wanted to be in law enforcement, a noble profession, because that meant serving his community. He had a servant's heart. And he was the kind of public servant who lived every day putting others before himself, whether he was in uniform or not. And while 29 years on this earth was not enough, Jay left an indelible mark on all of us. Last week, I went to visit with some members of Troop G together with the Colonel to check in on them, to learn more about their colleague and friend. There was a real love and respect for Jay in that room. And while you could feel the sadness and the heartbreak among them, sharing stories about Trooper Rougeau brought smiles to so many of their faces. I was struck by how one of his fellow troopers referred to Jay as stealthy. That was the word they used. When I inquired what he meant by that, he shared with me that Jay quietly and professionally nabbed the bad guys with great skill and little fanfare. He didn't brag. He was just doing his job for our community, keeping people safe, doing what he loved. He was never one to boast, I'm told, or to celebrate how many cases he solved or arrests he made. I'm told that if you didn't actually catch him in the act of making the arrest, you might not even hear about it, because he would just go about his business, working on the next case, working for our safety. He was focused on doing the job and serving others. Ever humble, ever helping, Jay Rougeau was the very best of us. He was everything we could ask for in a patriot, a true example of someone who loved his country, loved his Commonwealth, and served it every day. That's how he lived on June 17th. That Saturday was Jay's day off. He could have decided to take his well-deserved rest and enjoy the weekend with Chloe and their dogs. But that's not who he was. When he heard that his fellow troopers and his community were under attack, Jay activated himself. He raced to the station, he put on his gear, and he got in a patrol car to protect his community. Jay's life was stolen from us because he drove toward danger to protect the rest of us. We should celebrate his heroism, and we must never forget it. It is our responsibility to ensure that Jay's legacy becomes a calling for everyone here to salute the work that he did and to have the backs of our state police and our law enforcement every day, everywhere. That's our duty now. My own faith teaches me that no one is required to complete the task, but neither are we free to refrain from it. That means each of us has a responsibility to one another and to Trooper Rougeau to make sure that not only his memory, but his legacy lives on. Every single day in communities like Mifflintown and in others large and small, Pennsylvania law enforcement officers and state troopers like Jay run toward danger to protect us. That work, that courage, that commitment, that love of country and Commonwealth, that is Trooper Rougeau's legacy. Chloe, I know that Jay was someone that you've had by your side since kindergarten, your soulmate and your high school sweetheart. After we had our telephone call the other day, I shared with Lori, with my wife, the story that you told me when I pointed out that I had read you were high school sweethearts. You corrected me, and you told me that you met when you were about 5 years old in kindergarten. And then about a decade later, you finally shared with each other that you were both madly in love with one another. Lori and I smiled when I shared that story with her. Thank you for sharing it with me. It caused me to hug my wife a little closer than maybe I otherwise would have. I hope that the love that you shared with Jay inspires all of us to hold our loved ones a bit closer and to appreciate life's blessings. Chloe, I offer you the deepest, most heartfelt condolences on behalf of 13 million Pennsylvanians. I pray that you will be comforted by the outpouring of love and admiration and deep appreciation for your husband's service. We are never going to forget you or your husband's sacrifice. I know that to be true. I know that for so many reasons. I know that because today Stephanie Mack and Brittany Siska are with us. Their husbands were taken from us in Philadelphia about a year ago, Troopers Martin Mack and Brandon Siska. They're here today in Erie on the other side of our Commonwealth, alongside the wives of other fallen troopers. During their own time of loss, our Commonwealth has consistently come together to lift them up, and they're here today to do the same for you. Chloe, today and every day going forward, we commit to do the same for you and for the entire family. We will always be here for you. We will never forget Trooper Jay Rougeau, and I know that Colonel Paris and the women and men of the Pennsylvania State Police will continue to live out every day by doing the work that their friend and colleague did so very well. They'll continue to do that stealthy police work. They'll keep us safe. And just like Jay, they will serve our community with humility. And for that, we owe a tremendous debt of gratitude to Jay Rougeau and to Martin Mack and Brandon Siska, to every state trooper whose name is etched on the wall of honor, and to each and every one of you who go toward danger to protect the rest of us. In this most difficult time, may God be our refuge and our strength. May God bless those who put on the uniform every day to serve our community. May God continue to watch over Lieutenant James Wagner and his wife Cindy and their 3 boys as we pray collectively for his recovery. And may God bless the Rougeau family and the members of Troop G. May you find comfort and strength in one another. And may Trooper Jacques Rougeau's memory forever be a blessing.